Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher and emperor, once said, "Our life is what our thoughts make it." This insight lays the foundation for this video, in which we explore 11 essential things you need to silently eliminate from your life. By understanding and controlling our inner landscape, as Aurelius suggests, we can transform ourselves. This is not just a passive viewing experience, but an interactive one. We invite you to actively participate by sharing your views on each topic we discuss. Join us until the end, as this journey promises not only knowledge, but also an opportunity for deep self-reflection and transformation. Let's get started. 1. Explain yourself to those who have hurt you when you've been hurt by someone you once considered a close friend. Remember this: you don't owe them a long explanation or a dramatic confrontation. The smarter decision is simply to move on. This isn't about revenge or demanding an apology. It's about protecting your peace. You may find yourself in a situation where this person asks you for help. Trust me, a firm no is all you need. You don't need to lend a hand to someone who has betrayed your trust. Avoiding drama and quietly creating distance between you and this person is often the wisest decision. Let time reveal the consequences of your actions. Focus on yourself and let the future unfold as it will. This is often the best way for both of you to grow. Remember, you don't have to keep people in your life who don't respect you. Everyone deserves to be appreciated for who they are. And walking away from those who don't is a courageous choice. It's choosing your mental health and growth over unnecessary drama. As Marcus Aurelius said, "The best revenge is not to be like the one who did the injustice." Don't lower yourself to their level. Instead, invest in becoming the best version of yourself by nurturing your inner peace and character. This is the real deal. 2. Unhelpful goals. Life often requires us to make important decisions, act intentionally, and stay true to who we are. It is essential to realize that certain goals no longer serve our true purpose. Giving up on these goals is not only normal but necessary, because it allows us to focus on what really matters. However, an important aspect of this process is the discretion in how we carry it out. Avoid disclosing any changes or decisions. No need to share your every move with the world. This mindfulness helps you maintain your overall strategy and intention as you navigate these changes. Do it subtly, making sure your actions are aligned with your core values and identity. Make these adjustments quietly, adapting as situations unfold, always honoring the power of privacy in your strategic life choices. This approach not only simplifies your journey, but also preserves the integrity of your personal journey. As Seneca, a famous Stoic philosopher, said, "It is not that we have too little time, but that we waste too much of it. The life we are given is not short, but we make it short. We are not poor, but we use what we have wastefully." This quote resonates deeply with the idea of focusing on essential goals and letting go of unnecessary things, reminding us to use our time and energy wisely. 3. Oversharing about the end of a relationship. When navigating the end of a friendship or a romantic relationship, it is essential to be cautious about intimate details. Sharing details about conflicts or reasons for the breakup not only disrespects the privacy shared between you and the other person, but also creates unnecessary gossip, making the situation more complicated. It is beneficial to internalize and reflect on these experiences. This practice not only respects the privacy of both parties, but also facilitates deeper personal healing. If you feel compelled to discuss these personal issues, it may be a sign of unresolved emotional issues. Instead of looking for external ways to express your feelings, engage in dialogue with yourself to understand and manage them. This approach ensures that any troubled relationships are addressed in a dignified manner without becoming a public issue. In doing so, you protect your own mental well-being and that of others involved, thereby promoting a more discreet and respectful healing journey. As Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not over external events. Realize it and you will find power." This quote resonates deeply with the idea of focusing on ourselves and controlling our reactions to external situations, especially in the delicate context of relationship breakdowns. 4. Speak up in front of others in moments of frustration or anger. Imagine you're in a heated meeting, your heart pounding with frustration. We've all been there. In these moments, the temptation to let our anger run wild is overwhelming. But what if instead we chose to speak softly, tapping into that fiery energy, not through shouting, but through calm, steady words? It's not just about saving face, it's about trying to control our inner storms. Think about a time you saw someone lose their temper. How did you feel? Uncomfortable, maybe even frustrated. Now imagine a person who, despite the chaos, remains calm, their voice soothing in a sea of noise. This is the person we all aspire to be. It is in these challenges, these mental challenges, that we find our true strength, turning anger into action, frustration into focus. It is like the alchemy of the soul. It is not just about holding back angry words. It is about channeling that energy into something that moves us forward, turning obstacles into stepping stones. Heraclitus was right when he said, "Impartiality is the greatest virtue." It is a reminder that in the eye of the storm, calm is our best weapon, and our balance is the true form of courage. So the next time the emotional waves come crashing down, remember this: the ability to stay calm, to keep your voice low when the world expects screaming, is not just a virtue, it's a superpower just for you. 5. Spreading negative opinions about others. Think about the last time you heard someone disparage someone else. Does this make you wonder what they'll say when you're not around? Spreading negative opinions about others is a slippery slope. It's easy to get caught up in the heat of the moment, but these words, once spoken, will follow you like shadows, casting dark shadows on your character. It's not just diplomacy, it's about being the type of person that others trust and respect. You don't have to like everyone, but remember that everyone you meet is fighting a battle you don't know about. Now imagine this: you are faced with a difficult person or situation. It's tempting to throw your judgments out there, isn't it? But here's the thing: in that moment, you have the power to change the story. Choose empathy over contempt, conversation over conflict. No doubt it's hard. You'll feel everything from frustration to compassion, maybe even a little admiration for their perseverance. This approach is not only about maintaining peace, but also about understanding the complexities of human emotions and interactions. In doing so, you are not just building bridges, you are becoming someone who can navigate the turbulent waters of relationships with grace and heart. If you have made it this far, I urge you to leave a comment to show that you are truly looking for change. Feel free to leave a like and subscribe for more content like this. Now, let's move on. 6. Constantly comparing yourself to others. Constantly keeping up with others is like running endlessly on a treadmill. It's exhausting, endless, and frankly, a waste of joy. Every time you look from the sidelines, comparing others' moves to your own, you're not just underestimating yourself, you're completely missing out on the beauty of your own unique story. This habit, this compulsion to measure ourselves, often leaves us feeling like we're falling behind, trapping us in a spiral of doubt and dissatisfaction. Now, flip the script. What if you started celebrating your quirks, your missteps, your victories? No matter how small, it's not about ignoring the world around you. It's about embracing your journey, raw and unfiltered. Life isn't a carefully scripted series where everyone is reading the same script. It's messy, unpredictable, and wildly different. Your story, with its ups and downs, successes and failures, is a testament to your resilience and character. So immerse yourself in your own story. Let it be a range of emotions, from disappointment to excitement at your own achievements. By taking ownership of your journey, you not only progress, you rewrite the rules of the game in your own way. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "Control your perceptions, direct your actions with precision. Be willing to accept what is beyond your control." This quote resonates deeply with the concept of focusing on your own path instead of comparing yourself to others. 7. Use social media haphazardly. Think of your life as a unique story, full of rich experiences and personal growth. Social media, on the other hand, is a giant archive of people's stories, often just their best moments. This disparity can lead to unfair comparisons and feelings of dissatisfaction with our own lives. Therefore, it is essential to approach social media with purpose, using it for specific purposes such as finding inspiration, connection, or information, and then returning to the reality of our journey. To achieve this, try to schedule specific times to use social media, such as during your morning coffee or after work, to avoid constant intrusion. Before each online interaction, pause and ask yourself, is this a constructive activity or a distraction? This mindfulness helps differentiate between meaningful engagement and mindless scrolling. If you notice a drop in mood or self-esteem related to your social media use, consider taking a break. This time away is an opportunity to engage in specific, enriching activities that reaffirm the value of your unique life story. By making these adjustments, you create space to enjoy your life story without endless comparison and focus more on what truly enriches your existence. 8. The quest for external validation. Today, let's explore a liberating concept, freeing yourself from the constant search for external approval. Imagine yourself standing on a stage, the spotlight on you, surrounded by a sea of faces, each ready to judge how you act, speak, and exist. This scenario, overwhelming and limiting, highlights the stifling nature of a life spent solely on the approval of others. Now imagine yourself stepping off that stage into a quiet, peaceful space where your voice matters most. This shift symbolizes the importance of prioritizing your inner voice over external judgment. Living for the approval of others takes us away from our true selves and desires, just like wearing ill-fitting clothes to please others. Remember the moments of true fulfillment in your life. They can happen when you stay true to your own values and beliefs, regardless of the expectations of others. That is the heart of authentic living. To incorporate this into your daily life, start with introspection. Before making a decision, question your motivation. Is it for you or for others? Trust your intuition, recognize your needs, and work on building your self-esteem. Celebrate your successes, learn from your mistakes, and embrace your qualities. Remember, self-acceptance is a journey filled with small but meaningful victories. Also, cultivate relationships that respect your individuality and encourage your true self. By releasing the weight of external approval, we pave the way for a more authentic and fulfilling life journey, where we are the protagonist, guided by authenticity and courage. 9. Perfectionism in the quest for personal improvement. It is essential to address the pitfalls of perfectionism. This way of thinking, while seemingly beneficial, often leads to stress and a sense of never being good enough. Perfectionism sets incredibly high standards and creates a fear of making mistakes. However, accepting our imperfections is the key to personal growth and happiness. Life, like art, becomes richer and more authentic when we allow room for imperfection. To combat perfectionism, start by accepting your limitations and understanding that mistakes are part of the learning process. Changing your goal from perfect to great means doing your best while knowing that there is always room for improvement. Be compassionate and kind to yourself when things don't go as planned. Celebrate your efforts and understand that each experience is part of your journey. Finally, redefine success not as a perfect outcome, but as a journey filled with learning and personal growth. Letting go of perfectionism opens up a world of possibilities where mistakes are seen as opportunities. This mindset promotes a more relaxed and authentic life, allowing you to appreciate the beauty of who you are and the unique path you're on. 10. Clinging to unrealistic expectations. When we set out on the great journey of life, we often set sail with expectations, charting paths toward our dreams and desires. Yet these very sails can swell to terrifying proportions, turning into unrealistic fantasies, tossing us into stormy seas of disappointment and disillusionment. Like sailors lured by mythical sirens, we seek perfection in ourselves, in others, and in our experiences. Quest is fruitless as the search for horizons that shrink as we approach them. These grandiose expectations, often fueled by the whispers of society and the noise of the media, can blind us to the true beauty of who we are and the raw reality of life. The path to letting go of these deceptive illusions begins with fierce, unwavering honesty with ourselves. It's about peeling back the layers of shoulds and coulds to reveal our true desires. It's about recognizing the weight of these expectations and having the courage to ask ourselves whether they lift or crush our spirits. This isn't a fairy tale transformation. It's a raw, sometimes painful acknowledgement of life's imperfections and our own limitations. It is about setting goals that reflect who we truly are, not who we are told to be. Every small victory, every step forward becomes a testament to our resilience. In this journey, the beauty lies not in the destination, but in the rich tapestry of experiences woven along the way. Letting go of unrealistic expectations not only lightens our spirits, it opens our eyes to the unexpected wonders of life, teaching us to navigate its stormy waters with an open heart to all the ups and downs, all the joys and sorrows that come our way. 11. Gossip and negative conversation can sometimes seem like a shortcut to connection, but it is a path that often leads us astray. Think about the last time you engaged in such a conversation. Did it cheer you up or did it subtly erode your sense of integrity? Words, like seeds, have the power to make a garden grow or to sow weeds. When we choose to approach our conversations with kindness and understanding, we are cultivating an environment where trust and respect flourish. It's not always an easy journey. There are times when it's tempting, even legitimate, to engage in gossip. But here's a challenge. The next time you're about to say or hear something negative, pause. Think of the person in question as a person with their own struggles and triumphs. Just like you, do you want your worst moments to become the subject of idle chatter? Avoiding gossip isn't just about creating a positive environment. It's about celebrating our common humanity. When you lead by example, you're not just avoiding negativity, you're shining a light on how others can find their way to a more empathetic and authentic way of connecting. Conclusion: by applying these principles, we can cultivate a resilient, empathetic, and positive mindset, leading to authentic personal growth and deeper connection in our relationships. If you found this video interesting, subscribe for more, hit the notification bell, and show your support by liking and commenting. And yes, as always, for a deeper dive into Stoic wisdom, 2 additional videos are now on your screen. Be patient.